on a Tuesday. Kmart is ready to roll here, but we are by no means alone as we welcome you to the Fantasy Football Marathon. We'll have Field Yates coming up. And one hint who else is with us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, the triumphant return of Jeff Saturday and the Pancakes. And Swagu is up with us. Oh, it feels like football season, people. And Jerry Jones, as usual, is giving us plenty to talk about. In Dallas, by way of Hollywood, as Micah Parsons awaits a response to his trade request, Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones once again at the center of attention at the premiere of his Netflix docuseries last night. He was joined by a host of Cowboy legends, including Michael Irvin, who, along with Jerry, offered these thoughts on the situation with Micah.
I would appreciate it more if he just get the Michael Parsons deal done. That's what I told him over here. I told everybody I appreciate Jerry more if he gets Michael Parsons deal done.
Would it be a bigger risk to pay or trade Micah? You talk about risk, you know about risk, as far as it is today.
Okay, so there's a lot more sound where those came from. Look at Jeff is laughing and Swagu is crying, and so the table is set. Marcus, I'll save you for a minute. Jeff, just when you hear him say it's a risk, we talked about this morning before we came on the air. What is the risk for the Cowboys here?
Not signing Micah Parsons is the real risk. All this other nonsense, Netflix premieres, whatever Jerry's getting ready for, you better sign that man who can go chase quarterbacks and close games out. Your true risk is not having Micah Parsons week one or through the rest of the season. All this nonsense about, oh, it's all a risk, it's all this. It ain't. Not signing him is the biggest risk, Grady, for sure.
Marcus, as you sit there, what struck me the most about that moment that we just witnessed is there's Michael Irvin saying that, and Jerry Jones is literally standing next to him. Michael is saying this with Jerry Jones within earshot, that he will appreciate Jerry a lot more if he gets that deal done. You are our beloved former Cowboy. The table is yours. What do you make of this whole situation?
It's just sickening. It's sickening, G. And listen, man, I was having a great summer. Like, I really was. Like, the summer has been phenomenal. And we got to get back in the football season without talking about the Cowboys getting ready to play and hopefully having an opportunity in the NFC. We got to talk about Micah Parsons not being signed. Let me say that again for the American people. Micah Parsons is having a contract dispute with the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, if you said, but Swag, he the best defensive player on the team. Yeah, I know. But Swag, he like a top 5 defender in the NFL. I know, y'all. Y'all keep talking to me about it. It's because of Jerry Jones. The bigger risk, he's talking about risk. You take risk in this league every day. Every player that's under contract takes a risk. Yep. And you take a risk by signing them. That is the name of the whole damn game. You take a risk. He's earned to be paid as one of the highest defenders in the NFL. From the previous work he's done, that is when you get the paycheck. You don't know what's gonna happen after that. What you're hoping and what you're banking on and trying to make an educated decision on is the fact that he's been kicking everybody's ass for the last 4 years. That's the problem, and he should be paid for it. Go ahead, G. That's all I got on that, man.
No, I mean, I think you speak for a lot of people on all of this. In Kmart, I feel like it's deja vu all over again. Here we are a year later, we're having this conversation again.
So I understand Marcus's angst, his frustration, his irritation, but we were here a year ago. I felt like Dak should want to move on, and he should get out of there. Jerry's just playing with him, playing with his emotions and all that. And what happened? Jerry took it down to the wire, and a couple hours before kickoff in week 1, they announced that Dak is now the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. So I think because it's Jerry, I feel like this will get done. Because Jerry's, he's out there. He says some odd things, but he's not crazy. And Marcus just broke down why Micah Parsons is so integral to this defense and one of the best players in the league. I don't think this ends with Micah not being on this team.
So the question that we ask all the time, go ahead, Jeffrey.
Now, I just want to say this, to Kmart's point, What's interesting about the way Jerry did it last year and how he's doing it now, it just keeps getting more expensive. So all the angst about the risk of how much money I'm going to spend, it ain't going to be any cheaper than it was yesterday, Jerry. Like, you keep kicking the can down the road. Parsons just going to dig his heels even more. He gets more leverage every day you don't pay that man, because there are 31 others who would sign him to a big-time deal, and he knows it, and everybody knows it. I'll let you preach. I'll let you preach, Swagu. Go on.
That Marcus is making the universal sign for I have something else to say. Go ahead, Marcus.
What about football? What about the actual game of football? What about like having them there for practice and getting ready? But that's every year, bro.
Don't worry about it.
Year we go through the same thing, man. Like I know what they saying. I know what Jerry's saying. Well, it's Micah Parsons and he'll be ready to play when it's time to play. Brother, it's affecting the team. It's affecting how you're preparing to get ready to play a football season with a new defensive coordinator. With a new one. Gee, did you hear what I just said? They got a new defensive coordinator, and the best damn player ain't practiced football yet.
Matt Eberflus is the new defensive coordinator. And so the point that you're making, Marcus, is that this is going to have an impact on how they play. One of the greatest Cowboys of them all, Emmitt Smith, was also on this blue carpet last night. He famously sat out 2 regular season games during a contract dispute with Jerry in '93, got a deal done, came in, won the Super Bowl, and was the MVP. But he was making the point last night that this is already a problem, and here is why.
They had to answer these questions every day. Right. So they got to deal with something that had nothing to do with the game of football. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's a distraction. Like, these questions right now have nothing to do with this movie tonight. Right. Nothing. It's a distraction. It's what you want to talk about. It's not really why I'm here.
So, Jeff, you and I were talking about this one this morning as well. I sometimes think that football teams and football people overuse the word distraction. Tell me how this situation has an impact on the other players.
First of all, it's exhausting because every time you sit down after a practice or before you have media requirements, that's going to be the first question, and everybody's going to dive into it. And second of all, the exhaustion goes into if you're a defensive player, and Swagu just spoke to it. Your best player isn't lining up and practicing with you. You don't know where he's going to fit in each of every scheme. You don't know what it's going to look like with him in versus other guys who are backing him up in. It is a massive distraction, and it's exhausting. It gets fatiguing because everybody goes, oh, don't worry, Michael will be in right here. He'll be